Chairman. And I appreciate the fact that the Chairman's having these hearings with the goal of a simpler tax code, a lower tax rate, and as a result of that, having increased revenues to the government. I think that is something that this panel should discuss at length, and I appreciate the fact that we're doing that. I'd like to talk about an average family in my district and how this fair tax proposal would affect that family. Let's say it's a man and wife. They're both working. One's a school teacher, one's a fireman. They have 2 kids. They have a gross income of about $8,000 a month. Will they have any FICA tax withheld?
No FICA tax.
Will their employer have FICA tax?
No FICA tax.
So their income would go up about 7.5%. Their take-home would be about 7.5% higher.
Well, really, it would be 15.3 because the employer portion is also going to be available to be handed out to the employee.
Is that in the proposal?
Well, I mean, economists think that the employers aren't paying our taxes for us out of the goodness of their hearts. We think that workers pay both the employee share and the employer share, and that when you eliminate the FICA tax, all 15.3% is going to end up in the hands of the employee. Sorry.
Okay, and so then whatever tax rate they had, let's say 20%.
Right.
Will they lose their mortgage deductions?
Well, there won't be any mortgage deductions because there won't be any income tax against which you can deduct.
Okay, so there'll be no income taxes.
Right.
So perhaps they'll get 25%. Maybe they'll get $20,000 of income tax that they won't pay.
Yeah, and this table 2 in this testimony dealt with all the issues of mortgage deductibility and the earning of tax credit and the child tax credit.
Well, a lot of the people that are going to be watching this hearing in my district are not going to have the ability to have those tables. So,
okay.
I mean, would their take-home pay be as high as $20,000 more a year?
Well, I don't want to, it's a hypothetical. I don't want to be imprecise and give you the wrong answer to that specific question. But if we looked in the table that I have here, which is what was the income of the family?
Around $4,000 each a month.
So we're talking about $8,000. So we're talking about
about $96,000.
$100,000 a year. So let's look at a married couple who's 45 with a couple kids and a house, moderate-sized house, mortgage deduction. They're currently paying 24% of their remaining lifetime resources to the federal government in FICA and income taxes under the current system. Under the fair tax, it would be 14.7%.
I'm trying to talk about their month-to-month.
Yeah, their month-to-month take-home pay would go up.
So will this family qualify for a prebate?
Everybody gets a prebate. Yes, they would.
So what number of checks would the federal government be cutting a month?
1 month to that family based on their household size.
Okay, so how many is that? Would that be 100 million prebate checks a month?
Well, if we have it might be 130 million checks. Every American household would get a check.
So adding to
it could be sent electronically, by the way.
Right, I understand. Right. And then when they go to the grocery store, they're going to pay 23%.
Well, they pay the nominal rate's 30%. Every dollar that you spend, 23 cents out of that dollar is going to go to taxes.
Okay.
So
how about utilities?
Yeah, that's also consumption. Right.
Rent.
Rent, yes.
Gasoline.
Yes.
So everything that they consume, then they will pay the extra 23 to 30% on.
Yes.
And the theory being that this family, together with the amount of money that they keep, that they were paying, plus the prebate, are going to come out
better off.
Better off or whole? Better off.
And I didn't know the answer to the question until I did the calculations. This is my best judgment based on pretty careful, serious, and it wasn't a 2-day study either. It was very careful.
Well, I have a tremendous number of people in my district that support the fair tax. I've read every book that I can available on the fair tax, and the prebate is my single largest mechanical problem that I haven't been able to work through. And but this will help me in answering the questions that I get on that.
I believe that...
All right, thank you. Time's expired. Ms. Black is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to go back to the prebate, rebate, whatever the acronym is for that. But I'm not sure that I understand